Welcome, people of the internet. This is Geek Rating Review, where we talk about everything geek culture and geek related. My name is Jean-Marc, and I talk.
My name's Nick. We talk about food, too.
I was born in Jean-Marc because I'm his littlest brother, David.
And we're recording.
Alright.
It's been a long time.
I'm so glad I'm not showing the label on this video.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we have
a long minute.
done a podcast.
I thought we quit.
Oh, almost. My computer died, and
We almost got forced out of the game.
yeah, a little bit.
I hope that belch didn't get picked up.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. Maybe in the when I listen to it later. All right, I guess hello, and we're gonna we're all taking shots independently of me.
Yeah.
Cheers to another podcast.
That's good.
Chase that down with a cherry limeade. And we did not discuss before I turned this on what we were talking about. Since it's been a long time, we're each going to pick our own subjects, and we're going to talk about them, and it doesn't matter what they are. And
Mine's pretty easy.
Oh, good. Let's do that one first.
Is it Nick?
Just say what you like about me.
I spent all day thinking about it, guys.
Oh, good.
Here you go. What you been playing?
Oh,
We haven't touched base in so long with our listening audience, so what you been playing, fellas?
I might go last on this one, actually.
I know what I've been playing. I don't have to think about it.
Oh, it's not about thinking about it. I have something to announce. But go ahead, David.
No.
I'm sure
Another channel?
Yep, that's it. No, it's not. No.
I've been playing Fire Emblem Surpriser there.
How many hours are you in?
I beat my first campaign. It took over 100 hours, just over 100, and I started a second campaign. Because there's 4 different freaking campaigns in the game. And
I expected more
Hollow
from you.
Knight, I've been playing a ton of Hollow Knight, and I love it.
Oh, I'm glad you like Hollow Knight. It's a really good game.
And I just got Modern Warfare
Boo.
Friday, and I played maybe 3 hours of it total this whole weekend because I've had so little time to actually play the dang game.
Mm-hmm.
I played about an hour or so of the campaign. I did Spec Ops this morning.
How's Spec Ops?
It seems like they're releasing it in installments. It's not at all like what it used to be. It's just kind of like a co-op match. Yeah.
Is it more like multiplayer or is it more like single player?
It's like almost forced co-op.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of
online
activation?
multiplayer matchmaking.
Oh, okay.
So
That's disappointing.
You just answered my question. I was going to say, what kind of Activision foolishness do you have to deal with? But there you go.
Yeah.
And you have to download it separately. So once you have the game installed and the update downloaded, you go to Spec Ops and you have to download the Spec Ops map.
Oh, no.
So the update was 36 gigabytes alone, and then the Spec Ops map was over 15 gigabytes.
Wow.
Just, like, the map is 15 gigs?
I think it was more than one, but even still. So there's different modes. I just haven't played the other modes. I did the basic, it said classic Spec Ops.
Mm.
But there's that in the survival mode.
Oh, yeah, which is exclusive to PlayStation right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense to me.
Is there like a Fortnite mode on it? Is that
There
survival
will be.
mode?
That's going to be the only paid content, though. You pay for Battle Royale. Everything else is free.
Wow.
Are you serious? The Battle Royale is the one thing that you have. That is so Activision.
That is.
I want it, so I'm fine with it. I'm never going to
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's great. You could probably buy it separately. That's probably their idea or something.
Yeah.
You playing anything else?
Resident Evil 4, I've gone back to it.
Ooh, on what system?
On PS4. I was playing through a hard storyline, and I stopped about mid to way through. So I just picked that back up again, too.
So great. And you haven't played 2 yet? You played 2, right?
I played it, I just haven't beat it.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
It's pretty hard.
Yeah, you really have to manage all your inventory or it'll just disappear. Because I didn't know what to do and did that.
Is the 2 remake, like, as difficult as the original?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't say it's as difficult.
I
So, like, there's
know.
ease of use.
It's
like
challenging. You just have to be smart about everything.
Yeah, it's easier to control, but it's, I don't know, they just make it hard to kill zombies.
Yeah, the controls are great, the graphics are great. It's just the item management I wish was more like 4, where you had more control over it, but you really have to make sure you don't waste all your bullets and everything.
There's good ways to expand your inventory slots, but even that is a pain in the butt to do.
Yeah.
But it still has, like, the safe room stuff, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I like.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, it might be a Black Friday thing.
Ooh, good idea.
Man, I'm very much dreading this Black Friday because there's a lot of stuff I didn't buy yet.
I think I'm okay.
Just in terms of Capcom, like Devil May Cry 5 and RE2 Remake, so.
Mm-hmm. And, I haven't gotten, what is the game with the robot girl? Automata? Nier Automata? Yeah, I was still.
I got that recently for like $12.
Wow.
Yeah. The Game of the Year edition, too.
I keep forgetting. I really want it. So
I didn't beat it yet, but I will.
Oh.
I was waiting to start it because I got it no long before I got Fire Emblem. I was like, there's no way I can take 2 huge RPGs like that at once.
It's pretty robust. And it came out in 2017.
Wow.
I swear to God, we need to do one podcast just about 2017 and all the classics that came out that year.
Mm-hmm.
J-Mark, you said you wanted to go last?
I can go next if you want. But
it's up to you.
Are you talking about your games? Is that where we're still?
Yeah, we're still on games. We're still on games.
I'm confused.
I'm still on games.
I've been playing Borderlands 3. I'm about 65% done with the campaign. I don't like the main story missions, but the side quests in it is super good.
I know. Those are my favorite parts.
Yeah, because there's like entire map sections that are side quests.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Whole, just optional like map sections that are the size of the Borderlands 1 Pandora map.
Yeah.
Like the main hub map that you first start off in Borderlands, like that whole thing is just optional side quest. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the best guns in the series so far. And I got Outer Worlds yesterday to date this podcast. Take Fallout New Vegas with a fully functioning graphics engine. And that's what you have with the Outer Worlds. I am so happy with this game right now.
And I heard it's not as buggy as Fallout or as Elder Scrolls.
Experienced 0 bugs.
Wow.
They use the Unreal 4 engine.
Great.
To make a Fallout game basically in space. So it's kind of like Firefly Serenity setting with great, well-written dialogue from Obsidian, and it's a bleak story. It's a dark story, but there's that dark humor that Obsidian is known for, and I'm in love. I'm about 9 hours in, and I'm very impressed. And Link's Awakening is another game I've been playing.
Oh, yeah.
It is superb.
Awesome.
The only knock that I will give that game is it almost tries to do too much. Like, anytime you get into, like, a grassy area, there's some frame rate hiccups. But other than that, it's one of the best remakes I've ever played.
Awesome.
I'm glad they're finally doing remakes, right?
Yeah. They're doing a lot of those. Every company's doing a lot of those recently.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Nintendo, and it's made by Nintendo, so Nintendo knows the hardware, and then they have the appreciation for the original. It feels like the original, just with modern graphics.
Yeah.
And I will say, I probably can't attest to this at all, but they remade Fire Emblem Gaiden, and it was awesome. They did such a good job with it.
Didn't Niantic do that one? Small company, like the Chinese company that no?
Not Niantic.
Or NT Creations, maybe?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, that's basically what I've been playing.
Oh, my turn. Anyway, so I've been playing Borderlands 3. The couch co-op is broken. It just had a Halloween update added onto it as we're recording this. that broke it even more to where I can't even, like, you can click on your weapons and put trash, star, or nothing.
Yeah.
We can't do that anymore. We just can't. And we're like, what? And we still get frame rate issues whenever I go into the menu and then my wife isn't, or vice versa. Like, it just basically is a standstill. I mean, couch co-op is broken. But we're playing that for a while. Then we stopped to watch all of Breaking Bad and then El Camino. And then we got back on it.
That's a big break.
Yeah, it was like a week and a half long break, I think. And
can I give you like some kind of honorary medal for binging Breaking Bad and El Camino in a week?
Yeah, no joke.
Well, we just replaced our video game time with it, so yeah. I mean, we did have 2 weekends to do it, so
yeah.
We had 2 Saturdays and Sundays to do it. Wow, we're gonna have to talk about that at some point. But anyway, so then we played that. I'm still playing Yakuza 0. There's this awesome thing in it where you're able to buy property later on in the game, which I'm addicted to because it reminds me of Fable 2, I think, or 3. We're able to buy properties, but then you're going up against the person who owns the properties. So after you buy out a certain area, you have to fight the owner of that area. It is super fun. And you can invest into the places that you bought, so you're constantly... I don't know, I'm addicted to that. That's all I've been doing on Yakuza for like a month, just investing in property. And the only reason I continue in the story is because you can't get to other properties unless you... Anyway, the point is, it's really fun. And then, it's Halloween, so like 2 days ago, we decided to buy Man from Medina, or Medea, or whatever.
Yeah, I saw you planned this one.
Yes, it is. The beginning and opening was very boring. And we hated it.
That's what a horror movie's supposed to be.
I guess, but like in the beginning of their last one, Until Dawn, it was more spooky and it was more like a mystery. And this one, they show you like exactly what happens to like characters, or not to spoil anything, but they kind of show you what happens. But in Until Dawn, it's like a horror movie where you don't know what's going on until the end.
Yeah.
And then there's a twist. And then in this one, you're like, I don't know what's going on. Or you do know what's going on. And you're like, oh, and it's on water. Like it's a spooky boat mystery. Wow. So it's okay. And it's on sale for like $40 now or something. $30-$40, which isn't too bad. Even though it just came out.
Is there a VR option on that?
Maybe? I didn't see anything that said VR on it, though. There is a VR one that came out between Until Dawn and this one, where you're a patient at like an insane asylum. Yeah,
I heard that was awful.
Really?
Yeah, like one of the worst video games of the year.
That was gonna be one of the first things I got because I love Until Dawn so much.
No, I heard it was terrible.
That'll stop me if I ever get VR. Then we were waiting for Man and Dean to load up. Well, before that, a friend of mine, we were at a movie theater, and there was a rock band thing set up. So we went to go play our Guitar Hero, and we go play Guitar Hero, and I was like, man, that'd be fun to play. So then we went to some gaming store in Austin, and I was like, man, I really want to play Guitar Hero Rock Band again. And I almost got them for whatever system, and then I came home and realized I could just hook up my 360, and I have like every Rock Band and Guitar Hero for 360 ever made. I have Beatles and 1, 2, and 3 of Rock Band, 2 and 3 of Guitar Hero, and I was like, awesome, but I don't have the microphone or any guitars. So I hooked that up the weekend I went to, that last weekend when I went to that art place. Then, yesterday, we downloaded the first part of Man and Medine, and then it stopped. So to let the rest of it download, we got our new TV stand from IKEA, and I hooked in the Wii U. And me and my wife played Mario Kart, and I wasn't as mad or mean about it this time, and competitive and upset, which means I might be growing as a human.
That's good.
Then I woke up early this morning, and I put in Skyward Sword.
Oh, no.
And I miss Zelda so much, and we hugged, and I cried, and I only played like an hour, maybe 2 of it, and I love it! I think it's great so far. It's everything I missed.
in the hour that you played it, how many times did she stop you to tell you what's going on, even though you already figured out what's going on?
I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it more than whatever that Breath of the Wild that's out now. I was like, oh, he's in a bed. He waking up. They're holding my hand. This is a tutorial. I was like, I needed to get adjusted to the control configuration because I don't, I'm playing with a Wii Plus and a nunchuck. Yeah, and the only way you can throw stuff is by... I don't know. I love it. It's everything I've been missing. It's everything I missed from Breath of the Wild. It's great. It's great. It's great. I'm so happy. I haven't had that far into it.
Enjoyed it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to beat it before Christmas.
I think I put 6 to 7 hours in that game, and I was done.
Oh.
I mean, done. Like, I have the special edition that came with the soundtrack and all that. Like, I was ready for that game, but nope, I'm never going back unless they have a Switch port, HD port that gives me some controller support. That's gonna stay on my shelf.
It would be an interesting game because it looks like absolute trash on my 4K TV. It's just pixels talking to pixels that are jumbled up or whatever, polygons. It looks terrible on my TV. And I'm playing in my living room. And my cord doesn't go on the top of my TV, so I'm like kind of sitting on the ground playing it in front of my entertainment center. And Link looks like a doofus. That's the other problem I have with it.
Constant surprise face.
Yeah. But I love it. It's going back to a game.
Best of luck, man. I hope that game hit you in the right way. It didn't hit me at all.
Yeah, I had to play a really, really terrible, the worst Zelda game ever, and then come back to a good one.
Yeah.
Like the worst review. Well, no, that game got 10s when it released, and then everybody 6 months later was like, wait, maybe this isn't very good.
Yeah, right.
We had this conversation the other day about, is Zelda the greatest franchise of all time? And I kind of agreed, like, yeah, it probably is, even though there's some snoozers. But overall, the Zelda track record is pretty stout.
Yeah.
I didn't care for Zelda 2. Did not like it.
Well, I didn't like Spirit Tracks, so...
I love Spirit Tracks, actually.
Toon Link needs a comeback. I think the next game should be Toon Link. Or Skyward Sword 2.
Toon Link had his chance to smash.
I guess. Alright, I guess we're done with that topic.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh.
Oh, you said you were eating tots. You got a whole hamburger.
That's not all I got, bro. Booyah! Well, I'm Coney.
Chili cheese coney with onions?
No, I don't like onions.
Is that the Philly cheesesteak? I want to try that Philly cheesesteak. Just once. I probably won't even like it. I just want to try it.
The garlic burger was okay.
I can't eat garlic burgers.
It looked like a little tiny slider on the commercial.
No, it was a full-size burger. So, David, do you want your topic or my topic now?
I don't know if I have one yet, so why don't you go?
Oh, mine's pretty easy. And I'm going to start it with a meme that I saw that relates to something we were talking about earlier. There's a meme that said, PS5 is announced, and it's a picture of Yoda, and it says, but there's another. And then he's holding Skyrim in his hand. So what do y'all think about PS5 coming out and the way they announced it?
One of the ones I was considering bringing up.
Yeah,
was fine.
because we're probably gonna bring it up when it actually comes out. But I've been wanting to talk about consoles, but I'm the most interested in PS5 because they have the most to win or lose right now.
Well, they have the most to lose for sure because they have such a huge lead.
Yeah,
we're pretty sure that there's gonna have it's gonna be 100% backwards compatible.
Mm-hmm.
So why we don't need a Skyrim PS5 port?
Yeah.
Wait, it was Skyrim and there's another game. Shoot, because I saw a similar picture, but they had two games.
Oh, okay, David.
Probably GTA 3. That game's on everything.
Yeah, GTA 5 or whatever, or just Rockstar Games.
Yeah, I'm excited. We need a God of War sequel. We need a Spider-Man sequel. Uncharted Lost Legacy or whatever, Part 2 maybe. I don't know. There's a lot they can do.
Do you think it's just weird the way they're doing it? You know, like, I'm not sure if they know what they're doing or not now. You know what I mean? Because I think they're reacting to Nintendo. And, you know, they're doing exactly what Nintendo did. They're leaving E3 and they're doing their own little dumb directs, which are not good.
They're not
and those directs, like, they need, like, a better... Like, I wanted to do a video where I did, like, a manly, deep voice. Just got the script and been like, this is what's coming out this week. You know, we have something exciting. Like
the Sony of America guy, they either forced out or fired.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're gonna tap a guy that's kind of like Reggie-esque, that's got more energy and more pop to the public to kind of push what their agenda is, because that guy was kind of a wet blanket whenever they would parade him out at E3.
Yeah.
So,
but
I don't know.
Their directs are just, all it is someone talking to me. There's no, like...
It's so robotic.
Yeah.
It is great. Good job, guys.
Maybe they do actually tap Reggie.
That would be crazy. I don't know.
I think
I hope not.
His retirement.
Yeah, the dude sleeps in on a mattress made $100 bills, so like, because of the money.
You think he really was like, I've made enough money now, time to retire. I think I've made enough to be okay for the rest of my life.
I don't know.
I can literally live anywhere and do anything. That'd be interesting.
But just that kind of personality, I think, is what they need.
Yeah, because I guess we're just talking about their, what are they called? State of plays? Yeah, those are just, like, disappointing. Like, every time, like, there's no build-up. It's better when there's somebody talking to the screen, but I kind of like that they don't have, like, Greg Miller being like, hey, guys, what do? You know, and then, like, you know, that'd be terrible. But, you know, at the same time...
needs to be behind a paywall. Like, I don't want to see him outside anymore.
Like, because what I like about Nintendo is they, you know, every time they announce Smash Brothers, it's the creator of Smash Brothers before there, or it's the creator talking about it, and I wish they did that. Just that would be great. Like, hey, even if it's that dumb girl announcing, hey, let's see what's going on at, you know, the God of War team, and then the guy from God of War starts talking, and then he introduces, which is kind of what Ubisoft does at E3, but I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you see, speaking of Ubisoft, did y'all see that Ubisoft is planning on pulling back on their live services?
No.
Yes, because they pushed back the release window for Watch Dogs 2, Watch Dogs 3, Watch Dogs Legion, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I want
They pushed it back because Ghost Recon failed so bad that they want to take the live services aspects out of Watch Dogs Legion to focus more on core gameplay.
Wow.
That's great news, because I was pumped about that game. That is really good news.
Yeah, I think Ubisoft is about to turn a corner, and because everything they put out is a live service, everything is unfinished. So let's move on beyond that. You know, Division 2 is kind of, you know, it's doing well. Then they released a competing product right on top of it that flat out failed, but everything that was coming out later on was going to also compete with their live services. So here we go.
And they didn't do Anthem. That was Activision, right?
That was EA.
EA. Yeah. I think that's two games like that are just showing that you can't just put out an unfinished product and just hope people get addicted to it. And you know what I mean?
We talked about that a couple months ago, where he was like, that came out this year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's dead.
Wow.
That game is dead.
Yeah, I beat it and I haven't touched it since.
What, are you married?
The best jokes Mark's ever done on the podcast.
Oh, man. No.
Cool PlayStation talk, though.
Yeah, no. PlayStation they need a personality.
Okay, but like, are you excited? Because I heard from developers that it's not a big jump. It is a big jump because if you put in PS4 games, they load quickly. But, like, you're not getting a jump like the Super to the 64 or even, you know, you're not getting, the graphics are kind of better and you get 4K gameplay and you're kind of getting what they wanted out of the PS4 and they're kind of delivering it in PS5, like with the 60 frames a second, with the 4K gameplay.
And that's the point. David, you probably agree with me that like, it's not a big jump in terms of like counting polygons, but it's a big jump in performance and load times and frame rates and stuff like that. Resolution overall.
I mean, aren't they going to hit a wall though, where they're like, it looks good? You know what I mean? Like, how far can you go with it? You know what I mean?
We thought that with PS2.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we?
We kind of like the jump to from PS2 to PS3 wasn't like, oh man, look at this.
Yeah, but like, I thought
we just have HD.
Yeah, but I was like, I knew it could look better. I wasn't like, this is I would say, yeah, this is the apex, but I wasn't like, you can't get any better than this. Like at PS3, I could probably say I said it, but PS2, no. But
I think like in terms of textures and lighting, we're at the peak. You know, because there's textures now that almost like break that uncanny valley aspect where like you can tell it's fake, you can tell it's real, you can tell it's fake. We need like fast. All we want is faster load times and steady frame rates.
Yeah.
And whatever resolution our TVs are, and no bugs, please, no bugs, but like optimized. We want games that are optimized.
Yeah.
Because like the textures, like in RE2 Remake, like that's a gorgeous game.
Yeah.
And then I play a game like Outer Worlds, which is supposed to look kind of funky. The textures in that game are just as good as RE2.
Yeah.
So like we've hit the peak of textures and lighting. We just got to hit that other peak of everything's running smooth and everything's running at optimal output in terms of resolution.
Do you think that what should they focus on then? Like, I heard one person ask whenever the PS4 came out, what do you think the next gen looks like? Because they usually change something when it comes to gameplay or the way games are. Do you think games will change from the PS4 to the PS5? You know what I mean? Like, do you think there'll be something they do different with the games to differentiate them from, because there were some differences from the PS3 games to PS4, just how we control them mechanically and everything. But is there anything else we could do differently when it comes to that in the next gen? I don't know.
I don't know. Always like changing the way you actually play the game. Like
no, I think like just online latency.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. I would prefer that. Why don't we make games again where you don't need to go on the internet to play them?
Yeah.
Great.
That is a foregone conclusion that we have been left behind.
Yeah.
Like I struggle with my bandwidth out here in the country. It's certain games that I don't have like optimal connection. But not many.
Yeah. But I'm excited, and I'm also, the more I talk about PlayStation now in this conversation, I'm actually thinking about Nintendo. Like, when is their next console coming out? Like, when, I don't know what their timeline is actually.
They'll be coming out with a Switch Plus before they come out with a new console.
Yeah, they're so crushing it right now with everything they're putting out. So.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
I mean, their version 2.0, which I traded in for and didn't pay a penny for, but that sold really well. Just releasing an updated version of the Switch, not to mention the Switch Lite.
And from what I'm seeing, the Switch Lite has pretty good sales numbers. Because it's $150.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
Black Friday. Yeah.
It's weird that there's two handhelds. There's a 3DS and a Switch Lite and a, well, three.
3DS support ends next year for sure.
I don't think they're doing another DS, or I think.
You think that's it for handhelds? You think they're just going to focus on one?
Yeah,
I think with Switch is it.
Yeah, they finally figured out the technology to have one console for both markets.
But then what does next gen look like? You know what I mean? Like what?
Next gen's going to be Nintendo. It's always going to be a step behind graphically, but the games are going to work right.
Yeah, but I mean, is it just going to be a handheld next time? Like, are they done with consoles? Is that what they're saying with the Switch? Like, I mean,
I think they're going to say, "Hey, this is the home experience on the go."
I guess, but like, I guess my main question is, like, how do you innovate from that? Because their consoles have been so innovative with using the wand controls, if you want to call that, the wand motion controls. Like, do you think they're really going to get rid of something like that just to have...
They're going to have their first-party gimmicks, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But now the selling point is, hey, you like Doom Eternal? You can play it in the gas station.
Which is crazy.
Crazy.
Are they? Well, that's the thing. So Nintendo's just going to be the handheld system. Like, that's what Nintendo's going to be known for from now on.
Now they're going to be known for both. You play the best version of it on the PS5 Pro, and if you want to take it on the go, you grab the Switch version.
Yeah.
Wow. That would be crazy if they...
It's the perfect niche for Nintendo right now.
It would be crazy if they were able to license the big two on their system. Be like, look, you don't have... I mean, I guess maybe that's why PlayStation and Xbox are moving to putting their stuff online so they can put them on phones. So that kind of solves the handheld problem. But I would prefer them to license it out to Nintendo. Because that would be amazing. But like we were talking about, Nintendo needs to work on their internet anyway.
I mean, if it were my choice, the next Nintendo system would just be Switch 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, really, yeah.
Or Switch U?
Oh, no.
I would love that. I love my Wii U. That's one of my favorite consoles.
As far as PS5 goes for me, as long as they deliver on backwards compatibility, not just digitally, but with disc as well support, as long as they do that and they actually do have fast loading games, like, I'm sold on it.
Yeah, I need something to put on that shelf, man.
Yeah.
I'm not over that yet.
Now, the V look, though, that's something I want to ask y'all about.
Yeah, it's
all those concept art y'all are seeing.
Ugly.
I love it. I love it. I think it's different. They need to do something different than a box.
But
at least it's different.
The PS4 Pro is so sleek and like well designed, and the Xbox One looks like a freaking VCR.
Yeah.
Like they have something going. The PS3 Slim was a beautiful machine. The original PS3, like the launch PS3, was garbage because it had that Spider-Man font on it.
Mm-hmm.
It was shiny. I don't want anything shiny.
What's funny is the Xbox now looks like a PS2. Like it looks just like a PS2. But
the Xbox One I had looked like a freaking VCR.
Wow.
And it was white. It looked like a white VCR.
Yeah.
But I'm still waiting for a console to shrink as much as the PS2 console did. Because that was crazy.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite subsystems. But I hope they do something similar. Like at least a V that comes out of it or something. You know what I mean? Like, why don't y'all like it? Y'all need to explain this to me.
It looks like it looks like a car amp, like an audio amp for a vehicle.
Okay, so you would like that you stick
your buttons and switches on the front.
But that's the dev kit. Like everybody knows it's the dev kit. I just hope that it's a sleeker and more thought out design for the home console.
You don't like that you could stick your CD your Blu-ray right into that V, and you got right in between the V there. No. Got the V slot.
From my console, if it looks like that.
I like it. I like that it's different. I'm excited. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't get it.
It looks different.
I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know.
It's stupid looking.
Like, I wish we would have got the boomerang controller, and I'm going to be wishing...
Oh, no, that old PS3.
Yes, I really wanted it so bad. Because it looked different. It looked alien. It looked so weird.
It looked like a motorcycle handlebar.
All right, well, David, you're going to have to come up with a topic that's just as good as me and Nix.
I'm out of beer.
That's a good topic. What? No. What do you do?
Beer runs. Go.
Go.
How about this? Your favorite Halloween ritual? Not literally like summon Satan or whatever. But
Oh,
Oh, dude,
well, that limits us a
pentagram
lot.
that I have drawn on the floor.
Oh no.
but like, what's your favorite in the month of October? What is like? Do
I have.
eat.
It's
watch,
interesting.
do-
It's interesting you ask that question because I only have two. But this year, I think I've added one. Every year, I go into a haunted house, and every year we watch scary movies through the month of October. This year has been amazing. In the Tall Grass is a terrible movie. Don't watch it.
It
It's
looks
really bad.
Sounds like a Pokemon movie.
That's amazing. Wow, I wish it would have been.
The Pokemon live action movie in the tall grass.
Oh, man. And Daybreakers is like a fun zombie, weird. Anyway.
The main character in Daybreakers looked like an arrogant doofus.
Kind of. It's kind of trying to be like Ferris Bueller and
No
mixing
thanks.
all that.
Hey,
Anyway,
watch Night Watch, the Russian horror movie. That's great.
is that the one with the sequel that has Daywatch? And,
Daywatch. Don't
Yeah.
watch Daywatch. Watch.
Oh,
Night
I watched all of them already,
Okay.
like years ago. But anyway, my
Daywatch.
new tradition, which I did last night, was we went out to a corn maze in the middle of nowhere, Texas, like out in Georgetown, like middle of. There was just darkness around us, and then we were the last ones out of the corn maze because we got lost. And you're supposed to bring your own flashlight, but then we didn't, and it was like no clouds, so we could see everything. It was awesome. Then we found out in Georgetown they had a haunted house in an old prison that they have in Georgetown.
Wow.
It was awesome. There's like people in prison cells like screaming and reaching out at you and stuff. That
That
was
sounds
so
really
fun. So that's probably a new tradition. It'd be just going to Georgetown and going to a corn maze in the middle of the night and going to a prison. When there were cops there and stuff. It was great. It was fun. So yeah.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We usually watch a spooky series,
Oh.
and I think we created a new tradition. Last year we watched Haunting of Hill House,
Mhm.
which turned out to be my favorite show of the year last year.
Mhm.
And this year we tried to watch Sabrina,
Oh yeah.
and got to season 2, and oh boy, that show became a monster of the week bad.
CW.
It basically turned into a CW show.
Mm.
Oh,
And I'm
That's upsetting.
upset because there's a lot of through lines in it, and I really liked them, but they started with the monster of the week, and then, at the end of the episode, everybody is like, it's all back to normal, and I'm sick of that format. So we're going to watch The Haunting of Hill House.
Again?
we do it. I watched it.
We're going to watch it again,
last week.
beginning tonight. We're going to finish the whole first season again, and that'll be our new Halloween tradition,
Mhm.
because Sabrina upset me.
Season 2 comes out next year.
Yep. I noticed you start a Netflix show, you can skip intro.
Mhm.
When you skip the intro, it shows the director's name. All the directors that are men, those episodes are trash. They don't know what to do with the character. She's got poor motivation.
Mm.
And it's bad.
I mean, I thought we'd learn lessons away from Monster of the Week, where like you have the overarching narrative and the overarching villain, especially with something as interesting as Sabrina, where you're like subverting what it was in a way by making it darker and realistic.
Yeah.
And now you're just like turning it into slop. They're into like,
and
whatever.
this is the main problem I have with it, is that the whole first season was about she was, keeping true to herself and not doing what she was told to do. And then that started to change, and it's like a little subtle change, which a subtle change is fine, but the subtle change crushes the entire character arc.
Mm.
Where it's so out of character for her to do this one tiny thing, and it's just bad writing.
Mhm.
Because, she's supposed to be a moral character, but the way that, and I don't know if it's the male perspective or the writing or the direction, but as soon as she turns amoral, that show begins to just spiral out of control, and it's uninteresting.
So is she like
It's
wrestling
well
with who
shot.
she is, and then she just stops?
Yeah,
Or,
and
okay, yeah.
it's such a freaking left turn for no good reason,
No.
and it's poorly signposted, it's poorly written, and it's very poorly directed. And like I said, the male perspective directed episodes are straight trash. So
So I definitely will watch it now.
yeah, I will honestly, I would probably watch Riverdale before I watch the show.
Wow.
Wait. Would you watch Haunted before you would watch that show?
No,
I think
No.
you should watch Haunted season 2. I love it. I love it.
I actually went off of Jamak's recommendation and watched that episode.
I could have been trolling
baseball
you.
in that.
Mm-hmm. And then I watched the rest. It wasn't as bad as the first season.
Yeah,
It was
it's
great, but it wasn't as bad as the first season.
Yeah, everyone has someone with them that was there, except for like one of them or two of them, where it's not just one person being like, "You can believe me." Like it's another person going, "Yeah, I was there. It was crazy, and I can confirm it." So it was a little bit more believable. And my wife was like, "Some of these people aren't attractive, so you know they're not just actors making it." Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, David, were you answering your own question?
Fine. I get those Reese's pumpkins every year because I love them. I try to go to a haunted house. I haven't been to 13th Gate since we went, Jamak. So
That
it's
is
been a
crazy.
really long time.
Wow.
I'm planning on going next weekend because I get paid like Halloween night or Halloween.
Oh yeah, going in November is cool because they have a blackout thing where they turn all the lights out, and that's when I like to go.
So I was already planning on going to Baton Rouge this upcoming Sunday, so I'll probably just do that all in the same day. I also watched at least 3 scary movies throughout October. I try to watch a scary series. I watched Haunting of Hill House because Haunted didn't do it for me. I usually go to at least one Halloween party. At least one.
Oh, I used to do that.
I don't always dress up, though, but I always go to at least a party.
I'm dressing up this year.
I have to send you a picture because Leah and I, one of her classmates is getting married, but she just wanted to do like a party before and have a small wedding.
Great.
So we went, I'm actually just going to send y'all the picture and then y'all tell me what y'all think we're dressed up as. We don't have to do this right now. I just want
Okay. I'll tell you what I'm dressing up as. I'm dressing up as a purple parrot contestant from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Wow.
Wow.
I need to find a helmet. Man. I can't find a helmet.
You know, I've been telling people to go to Goodwill.
I did. It's just kids' helmets.
I mean, come on. You can, you know, funny a kid's helmet on you would look spray painted purple. That'd be amazing.
It'll just sit like way up here. And
That'd be funny. Wait, what am I looking at, David?
That's the party you went to last night.
This is your outfit?
Yeah.
I think y'all are a ham sandwich.
Hello.
It's peanut butter and jelly.
Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome. Why didn't I get invited?
Who's the peanut butter?
I'm the
peanut butter.
David's wearing a gray shirt.
No, I'm not. It's brown with
khaki color.
And look, we're wearing cardboard on our backs because that's the bread. So we're peanut
This
butter.
is the laziest outfit. This is like a Jim Halpert outfit from.
Also, insider info: Leah is super drunk in that picture. So
David, I can be invited to these parties. As long as I don't like pray before him or anything.
I was the first one to this party. This is Leah's like class, basically.
I could go and make a fool out of myself. I'm telling you.
Oh, speaking of, there's a guy there who looked like he could have been your little brother. He had the same facial hair, long hair, same body build. The face wasn't.
So he was
cute as heck
and had a big beard and long hair.
Yeah, pretty much.
Talking about video games the whole time.
And he was dressed. He said a Viking, but he looked more like Genghis Khan.
You sure it wasn't Nick? Just
No,
Nick crashed at a party.
Nick.
I'll show David not to invite me.
The last Halloween party I went to, I was dressed as Bat Dad from South Park.
Oh yeah,
it was great.
Amazing.
And like 4 people knew who I was, and I was like, "That's the exact number I wanted."
I sent David a picture that was awesome, and it was a girl dressed as Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah.
And her husband or boyfriend was dressed as a taco.
You have no idea how close that costume.
I would have loved that. That would have been great. Even if Leia, whatever her name is, would have just went as a Belle, that would have been great.
Yeah, I know.
That would have been awesome.
It was really close. It's just all the dresses we found, even at Goodwill, were like 15 plus. So
you just covered her in bells, David.
Amazing. My whole ensemble used to come from Goodwill, man.
Mm-hmm.
The only time the only actually time I think I ever dressed up as an adult in anything was for Renfest like 2 or 3 years ago, and that was it. Otherwise. Wait, no, I meant for like Halloween or anything, not for out of retreat doing religious goofs. Yeah.
Well, I know that like because of my Facebook memories, I know that 12 years ago my Halloween costume. It was around the time that Britney Spears had her mental breakdown.
Oh.
And I went as Britney Spears for Halloween, so I had this sick blonde wig and these tight little booty shorts and a blouse, and I dressed as Britney Spears for Halloween.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go as bald, crazy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't shave my head because I was still working at stage, so I had to maintain a presentable.
No, you could have wore a bald cap, maybe.
Yeah, because I'm looking at my memory, my Facebook memory from 12 years ago, and it says. October 27, 2007 at 1:39 a.m., Nicholas Guidry is drunk, full of Crystal Burger, and dressed like a girl.
We've all been there before.
Hey!
Crystal Burger.
I loved it. I can't believe it closed. That was like my favorite.
No.
I'd get that 12-pack and just destroy it in one night.
Oh, the hot dogs, man. They had the best little hot dogs.
Oh, those are good, too.
So good.
Everyone I knew hated it, though. Everyone around me at the time, at least, did not like it. I would buy it for people. They would try one and give me the rest of the bag.
It was 1:39 a.m.
Wow.
That's when I posted it, so that's the perfect time for Crystal Burger.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Crystal Burger is awesome.
Burger
So greasy on the sides. Oh, that bread. So greasy with the grease.
The Crystal Burger is now a Church's Chicken.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Really?
Yeah.
But you can just bypass that. Wingstop is in that parking lot. So
it is.
Again, we always devolve to talking about Lafayette.
Yeah, always.
Lafayette food.
Yes. I have a goof topic, but it might be too controversial, and we might have to bleep it out because it's very controversial.
Oh, no.
I'm going to bring it up, and y'all can tell me. I was watching Adventure Time. I'm in Season 6. Finn, spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't watched Adventure Time, shut this off if you haven't made it Season 6. Finn has found his father. His father is an a-hole.
Yeah.
Leaves him. He loses his arm. And to make himself feel better, this is the last episode I watched, he just hooks up, he kisses every princess that he's with. Which I was like, I never thought this show would go there or do that. I thought in a way he was doing that, but they're going for it. And there's a scene where he's with Fluffy Princess, and he kisses her, and she's like, I want more, basically. And then it cuts away, and he's in bed looking a little regretful. Did he sleep with... Did he sleep with Fluffy Princess? Is that what I'm led to believe? That they did stuff together? Am I wrong?
I think Lumpy is kind of she's kind of a experienced princess. We'll say that. But dude, you got a roller coaster to go through. Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they explore this more, or am I wrong?
I love it. I think that Finn did had a moment of vulnerability and did something that he regrets, which is human.
Yeah.
So I think it's good writing, but It's with Lumpy, who is also voiced by Pendleton Ward, the creator of the show.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of I think it's just kind of a joke.
But I like that he's not over the two women in his life as well, that they bring that up too. And that he's at a moment of loss. And then Princess, I can't believe we're doing this because I never thought I'd talk about it. I was so mad at her for dressing up like his dad, and he punched her in the face. Like, I was like, I thought he'd be mad at her. I thought he'd be like, I can't, and he was like, I just feel normal. Like, it wasn't closure for him either. It was just like, oh, I guess I just can't be open with my feelings around her or something to that degree. God, that show gets really deep. It's shocking. It's shocking.
You have an emotional roller coaster that you are going to go on in this show, man.
Because, like, the thing is, like, I kind of knew he lost his arm because there's images of him with a robot arm. So, like, how does that happen? But that actually helps. Because the whole time I'm like, what's it going to be? Like, I knew the grass sword was going to do something like that. God, man, that's such... Anyway, so that's my...
I really want you to power through that show so we can talk about the ending.
Yeah, treat it like Breaking Bad. It's a short show.
Well,
it take long to get through those episodes.
I don't watch it with my wife, so I only watch it at night when she goes to bed. So sometimes I'll watch like 7 episodes, and some nights I'm like, I watch one and I pass out. Because it's like the perfect amount of time to like go to sleep after one episode. But no, they're awesome. And the new season of My Hero Academia is out, which I'm very excited about.
Oh yeah, that's a show I just started getting into.
Yay! What do you think?
I'm liking it so far. I mean, I'm like on the 5th or 6th episode.
Yeah.
So I'm not super far into it, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
That's where it starts to get good, I think. And the first episode's so depressing. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, such a good character arc.
I need to watch Hilda.
Yeah, you keep saying that. If I had Netflix on my Switch, which is what I watch it at night, I would have watched the whole thing by now. But we're still watching season 2 of the Futurama show on Netflix.
Enchanted?
Yeah, Enchanted. Season 2 is, you could tell they kind of had some kind of, like, they don't have this big a budget in season 2 like they did in season 1. But the story is so good. I really like it. I don't know how I feel about the main character still. But like Adventure Time, she's very flawed. And the characters, it's not like a perfect show. It's more focusing on flaws than even Futurama did. And it's not as jokey. And, I watch Into the Shadows, by the way. Or What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show.
You finally watched that?
Yeah, it was a perfect month to do it. Amazing. It's
what a good movie.
Not the movie, the TV show.
Oh, I haven't seen the TV
show. The TV show is great.
We're waiting for Disney Plus to come out so we can get Hulu again.
Yes, it is free on Hulu, and it is awesome. To me, it is as good as the movie. And the guy who's in IT Crowd as their new boss is one of the main characters in it, and he's worth watching that show for.
That's great.
And Wahi Takiti, he's a producer on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like maintaining that quality. And Jermaine as well from Flight of the Conchords. So they're both producers, so they make sure that, and it's great. And at first I was like, I don't know, because they kind of, but yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but it's a great show, and y'all should watch it.
Yeah, we'll definitely check it out.
It's so good.
Yeah. Well, that was over an hour.
Yeah! All right.
We did that pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, the goof topic, I thought y'all would have more to say on it, but I know y'all don't want to spoil anything as well. So I know that limits things. Yeah. Which kind of scares me.
I already told you, the last episode of Adventure Time, the last season of Adventure Time is perfect, but the last episode of Adventure Time is, on par with
Breaking Bad,
Breaking Bad, Ozymandias, and the last episode of Breaking Bad, and the best of Sopranos, the best of South Park. This is prestige TV. The episode is 45 minutes, 50 minutes long, and it hits every beat in the right way. It's a perfect ending, and that's why that HBO thing is confusing because it doesn't need it.
Oh, that reminds me. I know this is, and I know we're done, but I heard that they were remaking Clueless, like they remade Sabrina the Teenage Witch, where it's like focusing on social issues of being a rich person, and instead of like the dingy. And I'm like, no. I was like, ugh.
No, it's we don't need any more shows about pretty white people with problems.
Yes.
It's done.
I was like, we already have Riverdale and 13 Reasons Why. We don't need any more shows like that. We don't. So.
All right, guys, I gotta go finish cooking.
And I'm gonna eat this entire.
Coney, you cut it already, or it came pre-cut?
I cut it. I cut it while we're talking, and I've just been salivating. If you hear drips and like slobber, that was me.
Awesome.
Well,
for new viewers, you can listen for the secret cutting of the coney.
Take a shot every time you hear me sloshing through a hot dog with my fork.
Send hot dog to 6868.
No. All right, have fun. Do it. We are the champions. What's the ending?
Born to be
yesterday.
We're the princes of the universe. There can be only one.
I will chop your head off.
I don't think that's it, David.
Here we are.
Born to be kings. If you kill me, I'll haunt you.
I heard Born to be Kittens.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one. Born to be kittens. And we're all born to be kittens.
Yeah.
That's my best Freddie Mercury.
Alright, bye everyone.
Later.
Good 20 whatever year it is.